Theme of the future, brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network.
From East Park to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason, EGlaze, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack. Yeah.
Woo! It's Monday, and it's 8 o'clock. You know what makes me, man? These Mondays just get hype for me, man. When Sunday comes,
it's like game day.
It's like game day right here,
man. I can't sleep on Sunday night, man.
Man, you tuned into the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network, and I'm your humble co-host, EGlaze. And with me, as always, is that dude, Maceo Hurd. How you doing, sir?
I'm not humble, but how you doing?
I just try to.
Yeah. You be the humble guy.
You the receivers, man.
That's not me, man. Nah, yeah, divas, baby, divas.
Man, we have a great show for you guys today.
Hey, man, y'all need to pay attention today.
We're gonna talk to you about two different angles that I wanted to talk about. Me being a defensive guy, got to talk about tackling.
It's terrible, but okay, it's part of the game.
And we also got a man who going to teach you about some things. And when we talk with Joe, we're going to talk about the performance out there. I'm telling you, 10,000 square feet, man. Maceo's got everything. It's got pits in it. I feel like doing long jump when I walked in there. I was like, what's going on up in here? But they got everything you need, man. School next door. They practice outside. We're going to give you a lot of that today. We got also the hot topic for the day. And this hot topic, we got to talk about a little basketball. Golden State era.
What we talking about?
We got to talk about it, man. We'll talk about it. But first, man, before we keep going, Maceo, I think we may have a call already.
Already? Oh, you trying to test that?
We testing the phone. See if it works. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works.
You try to say, okay, I see you. Hey, caller, what you crushing on, caller?
I'm crushing on the show.
Mike, what's up, brother?
Boy, you sound beautiful, Mike. You sound beautiful out there.
I see that shirt you had on. I see that shirt you wore to work today, brother.
Oh, yeah, you know, crushing on that T-shirt, man.
Yeah,
on
man.
That T-shirt.
I saw you, buddy. Looking good, man. Looking good.
What you got for us, Mike?
I do have one quick question, though.
Yes, sir.
Do you think if I blow hard enough, can I blow LeBron down? Yeah.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. You know how I feel about that guy, man. That guy is a absolute drama queen, dog. Like,
yeah, man.
Stop, LeBron. Like, you the biggest guy on the court.
You know, I like him, but he do a little drama too much for me.
Man, he is a drama queen. Like, your own player knocked you out.
He flew across the court.
Like, dude, like, he should have just fell in the stands.
Hey, man, you know what it is. You know.
Mike, I don't do that, dude, man, but whatever.
You know, he like him, Mike. He's side like
No, I don't, man. Toronto, hey, they're my guys.
We'll see.
I think Toronto got it tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be 2-2, baby.
All right, we'll see.
Appreciate the love, Mike.
All right, then.
What number did Mike call?
Man, Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
Yeah, man, like we said, we got a crushing interview with Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis. We got a lot to talk with them about. We got a crush rundown by Parish Capital. We got we got a special phone interview at 9:15 with a guy that I've known about 10, 12 years now. Same thing I know for Spencer.
You know him that long?
Jonathan Dwyer.
Hey.
Shout out to Miss Keeley and them out there.
Tote that mail, Dwyer.
I got a little EGlaze, get it off his chest. I got a little something to talk about today, man.
Dwyer shouldn't have went to Georgia Tech. I'm going to talk to him about that. I got a whole page about that. Like,
we're going to really talk about that because there's a reason why he went.
I got 5 schools that he should have went to. How am I tell his mama no way he going to go to school? I know it, man.
Well, all I used to remember was when we was out there watching the field, but all I saw was Yellow Jacket shirts. Every week it looked like they was out there. So
okay.
They went hard at him. We got our Crush recap, as always, brought to you by Blunt Power. Stay with us, man. We got a great show.
I got a theory about that now.
Very informative.
He went to Georgia Tech. Okay.
Nah,
they don't do that. My bad. My bad.
So Chan Geller didn't do all that back then. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I'll have it looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or sudden trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
What? What about our plan to win the lottery and start living? You know, travel the world on matching yachts, wear enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacation on the French Riviera, and then buy it.
You know we're never going to win the lottery, right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
This is Amari Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Hot topics. Hot topics.
We're back going into those hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. 678-836-2118. And Sky's still coming. So, go to a hot topic, man. Last night, Oklahoma City, I don't have my computer in front of me, but they won 133-105.
Blowout.
Russell and Katie scored 30 points. So let's welcome in first our gentlemen. What's up, Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis? How y'all guys doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Good.
We're doing great. Thank you for having us here.
Hey, no problem. We'll get into the interview next, but we got to do our little hot topic real quick. Was last night an aberration, or do Oklahoma City got a chance to do this thing? What do you guys think?
I'm going to leave it to you guys first, because I got a theory.
I think the term would be more or less embarrassment. So I think it was just an embarrassment showing for the defending NBA champions. I don't know how they even walked off the court, to be honest with you.
Wow. If you the champ, you don't won 73 games. Somebody put up, you know that Jordan people like, Jordan never got beat by that much during his 72 and 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, they bring it up. What you think, Spencer?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it's when Russell Westbrook plays his game, that's when it changes the whole series. I think he's too fast for everyone on that court.
He's tough for them. They can't. They don't
Did you see the rebound?
Did you see the rebound? Yeah.
I mean,
they don't have nothing for him. There's nothing on that court they can do against him. They can't do but so much with Draymond.
Russell dog.
And they just don't have nothing for him.
Russell dog.
And if you put everything towards him, you got KD.
Yeah.
And they put up 30 apiece last night.
Yeah.
Everybody resting in the fourth quarter. What you think, Mace?
OKC wants it more than Golden State. It's just it's apparent.
They're hungry.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at. I've never seen Kevin Durant with this kind of sense of urgency. What he's playing with, and you kind of look. Steph had that look on his face last night, like,
yeah. Well, the thing that kind of bothered me about the game 2 win that Golden State had, they were kind of this. All of a sudden, they this cocky team. They shooting and looking at people in the faces, and they just got this. We Golden State, right? And it's like OKC, like we don't care. We don't care right now.
Well, Russ said it before the playoffs. I mean, before this series, he was just like, I mean, he just a jump shooter. Like, dude, he can't guard me.
Yeah. And nothing against them, but their first 2 series they played with Dallas, I think, the first round, and they played Portland. Now you're playing against some dogs right now, and if anything yesterday, because a lot of people now, everybody's going to there is OKC. Are we counting the champs out too early?
Well, I'll tell you this. It's not how you start, it's where you finish.
Mm-hmm.
So if Golden State come back and they win, then no one will remember what happened last night.
Very true.
But
very true.
If OKC takes it, then what's going to happen is that it's going to be that go-to game right there that they demoralized Golden State. They demoralized them.
Game 4 will be the most critical game in this series.
They got to win it.
It's a must-win for both.
Yeah. Because the thing, that adage about the playoffs, it don't really begin until you lose on your home floor.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City has home court advantage now. They got the win.
Yep.
If they can somehow win tomorrow night, boy, you talking about pressure?
Golden State's got to get the home court advantage back.
It's a 3-1. You got to win 3 straight against Oklahoma City. And as we've seen, they too are pretty much unguardable right now.
Yeah. Hey, KD and Westbrook, they understand. They have to solidify their legacy also. So.
And it's funny you say that because what I'm seeing in KD is like he gets it like, dude, this window closing.
Yep.
Like, boy, I only got like a few more years and I'm done.
And honestly,
and how long do them two stay together?
Yeah.
That's another key.
And you have to, if you look at it, this is a contract year. This is their last year.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do, KD? If you win there, you ain't going nowhere.
But let's give Billy Donovan credit.
Please,
let's give Billy Donovan
What about
credit.
the Kiwi? The New Zealand Steve Adams, that's my boy.
Hey. He has been a major plus in this series.
You know what he's done?
Aggravated Draymond.
He's gotten Draymond's head.
Oh, yeah, he and Draymond.
Draymond's frustrated with
the
him.
mental aspect.
Yeah. So you can see it's a fight. Because Draymond went 2 games where he done punched or did somewhere. Everybody, he didn't really kick him. Come on, Draymond know what he doing.
Mr. Miyagi. Steven got one job.
He's got the hair.
Make him mad and stay in his head.
Yeah. It looks dirty.
It looks like I'm here to get a check. That's my check this year. Get on Draymond. That's it.
He the new Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He's the 2016 Dennis Rodman.
Don't be surprised if he comes out tomorrow night or Wednesday night with some bleached blonde hair.
Just to change it around a little bit. Be like, I'm going to do a little different today. But yeah, man, so if I had to ask you guys real quick before we go to break, who wins this series?
Thunder.
In what?
6.
Ooh. I like OKC. She put roll tide.
I'll say Golden State in 7.
Ooh, so they win tomorrow.
Yep.
Steph has to come out on fire. Like, Steph got to shoot.
They've never lost 2 games back to back.
Yeah.
I'm going Golden State in 7.
But this is the thing about a jump shooting team, and this is what I hate about jump shooting teams. Like, it's not going to fall every night, and you understand
Yeah.
that.
But I just saw them on the bench say, we got next game, man. You have to let this game and just say, all right.
I got to let it go. Yeah. Don't watch the film.
Yep.
Don't do nothing.
Don't watch ESPN. Don't watch anything.
Just destroy it.
But if you lose tomorrow,
it's over.
Oh, all bets off of you tomorrow. and it's going to bring up the fact that, and I was being, Mike got on me because I was like, the 73 wins, I was being sarcastic because that's what people kept hitting me like, oh, they shouldn't have went for 73 wins. I'm like, dude, you just played a season.
Yeah.
I mean, them other guys, and they wearing uniforms on the other side, they get paid too.
I tell everybody, when I look at people in the NFL, they be like, oh, they lost to that 1-10 team. I said, they got millionaires over there too.
Right. They signed. They play the game.
Yeah,
they got drafted and they got a contract.
Yeah, they got contracts there.
Believe it.
Hey, man, when we come back, that was brought to you. That was a hot topic brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. Go down to him if you're the SWATs, man. 678-836-2118. Hey, when we come back, man, we're doing our crushing interview. Stay with us.
Calendars knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to say.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place fish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to MichaelMcFadden.com. That's MichaelMcFadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Hey, this is DeWarren Roberts, your Fulton County Clerk candidate for Superior Court. Early vote starts May 2nd through May 21st. Election day is May 24th. Remember, we all win with DeWarren Roberts. This has been brought to you by The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Okay, y'all, it's time for that crushing interview brought to you by the Committee to Elect DeWarren Robertson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. We all win with DeWarren Robertson. Election day is tomorrow, May 24th. Please go out, man. We got one job tomorrow, Fulton County. One job. You got one job. Go elect DeWarren Robertson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. Take it away, Glaze.
Hey, man, in the studio with us right now, man, we got two gentlemen. One I've known for a long time, one I've just got to know. The first one is Spencer Smith. Played at Kell High School a long time ago. We gonna say. And why they play?
Still hating on Kell.
I know. Let that go, Mace. Let that go, Mace.
I can't, but go ahead.
Then he went and did something that ain't many people did. He went all the way to Hawaii to play for them Rainbows. Is it still Rainbows?
We weren't the Rainbows. We were the Warriors.
That's right. We were the Warriors. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Tell me how old I am right now.
June Jones will be too happy.
Oh, I'm old
June
right now,
Jones,
bro. June Jones. He went on to play there for 4 years, special team, defense. Came back, and we brought him here. He coached at Kell as well when he returned, but then he also created this foundation, the TripleHtackling Academy, to teach kids the proper way to tackle. And along with him is Joe Ellis. He owns and runs Fury Performance Academy out there in Woodstock, Georgia. 20-year Marine, known as Mr. Marine in baseball and football. He did his thing, and now he has a program or a 10,000 square foot facility that gets kids from the ages of 6 all the way to some professional athletes to come in there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis. How you fellas doing today, man?
Good. Thanks for having us on.
Oh, man, glad to have you guys on. Let me start with you, Spencer. You know, what does TripleHtackling Academy stand for?
Triple H stands for head up, hit low, hold on. Some of the key essentials to making tackles.
So, what made you get into this? Because I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever get a chance, if you look at it, he's got one of the best tackling dummies I ever seen. Wish we'd have had it, but anyway, keep it going, Smith.
The Shadow Man.
The Shadow Man. It does its job, but no, it started. I was sitting on the back porch one day, and I was just thinking about training, about kind of things back in my life, about going through all those training experiences, hitting those ladders, hitting those hurdles,
right.
Getting ready for the season. But not one time did I make a tackle from the end of my season till spring practice, the end of spring till fall. And I didn't get why it's that way. I get that it's physical, but you can still practice your craft. Quarterbacks throw every day. Receivers catch every day. Linemen can practice blocking every day. Linebackers, D-line, DBs, they practice too many picks. They practice way too many picks of catching the ball.
Yeah.
You have a chance of maybe making 6 picks in the season.
Maybe.
And a chance to make 100 tackles at least.
But if you're a linebacker, you ain't making that many picks.
No.
Your job is one job.
You're
You got
getting 3.
one job.
You're getting 3.
You play linebacker for a reason.
You play one job.
Because you can't catch.
And D-line.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got one job. So when you came up with, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when you came up with it, what went into it to get it to where it's at now and to bring out the TripleHtackling Academy?
Just me kind of plugging away, trying to find someone who believed the same thing that I believed in to get my academy into a sports performance area, because I knew that's what I needed, because it is just a niche. It's an entity to a training facility where they can practice their tackling. Because football is more than just tackling. It's being strong, it's being fast, it's being quick. So I wanted to find somewhere where I could implement my tackling techniques with someone who believes in the same things that I do. And that's what I found with Joe at Fury.
And what's funny is we talking about the shadow man, the shadow man. Mm-hmm. It's like, to me, tackling is terrible. It seems like it gets worse every year, but one of the reasons I think it is because we don't work on tackling enough.
No, we don't. And Bruce Arians said it this past year at the UGA Coaches Clinic that even he's scared to tackle because of all the problems going on with it. They don't want that player-on-player contact, and that's what that shadow man allows, is for you to get those full-speed reps without player-on-player contact. Because if I put a tube, I think you've seen it, and I can move it. So now it's simulating that game speed for these kids year-round, even without pads. So we use the saying confidence through contact. So that's what we're trying to build, is confidence in these kids, give them knowledge of why they're making tackles in certain situations. It's not enough to say, get your head on the ball and bring them down. That's not coaching. That's telling someone what to do. And kids, even adults, we're not going to do something unless we know why we're doing it.
Exactly. So your father's also involved with it as well, right?
Yes. My father, he's an ex-rugby coach. He's the one who taught me everything growing up. That's how I started, was just wasting energy in the yard, tackling. He was just trying to get my energy out. And
rugby is a whole different sport.
It is. It's different, but they've adapted to those tackling techniques for a reason. They're not using pads, so they have to adapt to a tackling form that's going to keep them safer so they can stay on the field. And I noticed through my career I was never taken out for a concussion during a tackle. Never had any head injuries. Never had a shoulder injury while tackling. All my other stuff was from other people hitting me the wrong way.
In the pile, yeah. And why do defensive players do that? I've never understood that.
For the stats, man. You get an assist on the tackle. You got to get those stats.
But you're going to hurt your team, man.
That's why you got to find them.
No, 11 is better than 10.
You're coming down through there like a torpedo, you're going to take somebody.
Coach Jerry Glanville said it best. There's always room for one more. There's always room for one more.
Game tackling, man. Game tackling.
That guy had to be a character. We're going to get into him in a little bit.
So we got 1 minute before we go to break. Shadow Man. Where did Shadow Man come from?
Comes from Ireland. This guy created actually for his college project for his senior year. Created it, not for rugby, created for football after seeing all the issues going on over here. It was a senior project, and then that was just kind of evolved. I mean, the Raiders just got some. Los Angeles Rams, they have a partnership with Shadow Man. The San Francisco 49ers, I believe, are interested. So now it's just trying to get it to all these teams, all these high schools, all these colleges, to get rid of the player-on-player contact during practice, because that's the issue.
Wow. Hey man, we're about to take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna introduce you to Fury Performance, man. One of our sponsors, kids go to Fury Performance.
Hey, you better get it in, baby. One thing about it.
So stay with us, man. We'll be right.
Hey parents, finding it hard to communicate with kids in today's world of ever-changing slang?
Hi, son.
Excuse me? Introducing the Communicizer. Just strap non-toxic Communicizer to your mouth and go from boring old man speak,
I'm here if you want to talk,
to 100% off the chain.
Text me whenever, yo.
It's that easy.
Thanks to Communicizer, I'm relevant to my kids again. I'll fly, boo.
And now when you buy Communicizer, you get the auto-tune attachment free. Sounds so hip-hop, your kids will want to talk to you for hours.
I used to have to walk 3 miles uphill to school every morning, shorty.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, son.
Communicizer is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Adopt Us Kids and the Ad Council.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
We're back still with our crushing interview with Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis. Right now, man, we're about to switch gears, go to Joe Ellis a little bit. Joe Ellis, Fury Performance, man. Let me just ask you this, Joe. What made you create Fury Performance?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, it kind of goes back to my childhood. Is looking for positive role models, someone to teach the sport the way it needs to be taught. As I grew up, dads weren't coaches. Volunteers in the community were coaches that gave their all because of the love of the sport, not to gain or to give their kid an upper hand in any way, shape, or form. So it was people that truly experienced either play ball themselves or had the passion to lead and mentor our youth.
Makes them like you gotta say something.
Man, because, and the thing, I hate harping on this so much, but I always felt like you have to have played the game to really like express it to kids. Like, I mean, you can go get the drills and all that stuff, but like it's certain things you can't tell a kid because you've never been in that situation.
Right. Or I tell you what, if you're gonna coach a kid in any sport, you should never ask that young man or young woman to do anything you're not willing or have not done yourself. Leadership by example. So
you heard it first.
See,
if you want your players to run stadiums, you better be right there with them.
You got to jump in the drills.
Yeah, that's it.
I've always believed in that.
That's how you inspire today's youth, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So when you were working with these kids, do you set expectations up front? Because some parents think they're gonna bring them in, and they're gonna be from here to here.
Yeah, absolutely. I would tell you right now, as soon as they come through the door, the first thing I do is try to scare them. And I'm going to tell you right now, because it's a lot more to me than the money. When today's society, what happens is as soon as the parents come to the door, the parents want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to the parents. I want to look the kid in the eye and talk to the kid and let him know, because he and I are the ones, or she and I are going to be the ones that are sweating. Mom might go down to the store and get something to drink.
She's going to be a marshal. She's going to be a marshal for 2 hours.
And he right close to downtown Woodstock. They're going to do all that.
She's in that Zaxby's. You ain't did no sweat.
A glass of wine. That kid's in the sandpit. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So I want his buy-in or her buy-in.
Right.
I want to make sure that we have clarity on what I expect of them. I want to make sure that they understand that I'm going to push them harder than they've ever been pushed in their entire life. The reason why I do that, one, I want them to understand I want to set the expectations really high. I want them to expect the worst. And I'm just being honest when I tell you that. And I tell them right up front, it's not for everyone. You want to be the best, you got to put the work in. A lot of places out there in our area, in the Atlanta area, they will tell you how your body works. We want to show you how your body works. But I also understand that in 2016, it's an instant gratification. Yep. So in order to get the results, we have to put the work in immediately, or you just won't see it. And we've got to be able to quantify those results through a series of baseline testing as well. And when I say that, I'm not talking about professional athletes. I'm not talking about superstars. And don't take this the wrong way, but I don't prefer to work with superstars. I prefer to make superstars. So anyone can take and maintain an athlete. I want to build athletes. So that's through the. And this is me. Serious. This is me. Serious. And that's through discipline. That's through the leadership that we instill in them. It's a very military-esque. It's not a military academy. But there's no yes and no's. You're not standing with your arms folded, your hands in your pocket, because the hardest thing for a human being to do is to stand there with their hands to the side, shoulders back, head held high, and be proud of what they're doing and what they're accomplishing. So, you know, we're going to teach techniques, but just when they think they can't give us any more, we're going to ask them for 10% more. We're going to reach down and hey, you know, it's just, you can push yourself, because that's, and we talk, and I would tell you, we don't talk necessarily about being an athlete. We talk about being a student first, being a young man, a young woman in the community, and being a positive a person in the community as well. So, you know, a lot of our athletes are required to bring in report cards, progress reports. If they don't have the grades, then they're not allowed to train in our facility.
That's what's up.
So we understand you can be the most talented young men and young women out there, but unless you have the grades, you're not going anywhere in life.
Let's stay right there for 1 second.
Absolutely.
Because now, got these kids come in, like somebody come in and they telling you, oh, he ranked as the top 10-year-old in the state.
You must be hanging out in our facility.
Yeah, by who?
By who?
Like,
Yep.
how you hadn't seen everybody in the state? I don't believe it.
No, absolutely, yeah. And it's one of, you know, every parent comes in there, and unfortunately, and I won't say every parent, but a lot of parents, they, you know, the first thing they tell me is how great their kid is. You know what I mean? So, and you know, and it's because someone else has told them how great they are, and I don't know who they're comparing it to. But you know, we'll see. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know where you're at. I want to know yourself and seek self-improvement. So as long as we make incremental progress on the field and off the field, or on the court and off the court, then we're winning. I want to be that guy. We want to be that guy. Myself and my staff, Coach Spence, Coach Austin, we want to be those gentlemen out there that when a young man's in high school and he's got to write that paper about the most influential person in their life, we're that person. We're that person that was able to hold them accountable. Georgia is a transient state. There's a lot of fathers that are absent, whether because they're just not there, because they travel, or whatever else. We want to be those positive role models in their life. So, and that's just on top of everything that has to do with speed, agility, balance, explosive power. All that's like a bonus. You know what I mean? That's like air conditioning in a car. We got that.
Boy, we going to church in here, man. We going to athletic church in here, man.
I thought it was a game today, didn't you?
I love it.
So that's both of you. Spencer, you know, you part of the staff there. And so what are some of the things that you've seen in your coaching that's different at Fury than many other places that are out there?
Like Coach said, demanding the most out of that kid. A lot of times, especially now in today's society, you know, if that kid can't give anything, we're scared of what mom and dad is going to say. So you let that kid kind of slide off to the side. But they know when they come into Fury Performance that they've got to give 110%. They've got to give their best effort for that day, and that's an expectation that Coach Joe sets, Coach Austin, and myself set. And anytime we come in, that we need your best effort because we're here to get better. We're not here for the money. We're not here because your dad's paying us. We're here to get you better because we love doing this. Like I was just talking to Coach Joe on the way down. Ever since I quit my job and hopped on with him, this is the happiest I've ever been because I'm doing something I love to do.
Oh, do something you love.
So, you know, it's about building a culture. We're trying to change the culture of, you know, it's a soft society.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do with Fury. That's what we're trying to do with Triple H is develop toughness in these kids.
And you know what? I would tell you this, one last thing. And parents need to realize this about their children. Kids will never wake up and ask for discipline like they do a bowl of cereal, but they want it every single day of their life. They want discipline. They want it. And a disciplined athlete is a dangerous athlete because that means he's going to be disciplined in the classroom. That means he's going to be disciplined in life and on the field.
Never give me the kid that talk trash. Give me the one that just focus. I can deal with them all day.
Hard work beat talent when the talent don't work hard.
Empty vessels make the most noise. That's what my dad used to say.
Hold on, I'm thinking. I got one too. Hold on.
Man, stay with it. We got more. It's the Crush.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with Babe all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And show me your fastball, dust brain, you paunchy, sag-bottom, puke pot.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I'm doing two things. What? What are you doing? I'm making them mad. Most guys don't play good when they're mad.
After that, trying to do two things at once. We're still doing our crushing interview with Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis of Performance, Fury Performance, and TripleHtackling. So let me ask you this, Joe, because I'm interested now. What's your retained percentage?
I will tell you this. 4 years ago, when we started this, I started with $1,000 in my pocket and one client. We now have 78 one-on-one clients. We run drop-in sessions for group sessions, small. So we have a little bit of everything for everyone's budget.
And what I was saying that for wasn't because of the whole money thing. I'm just talking about, you brought up kids like discipline. And some people will hear this and be like, man, he seemed rough.
Yes.
But Brian Randolph was in here the other day, and I didn't even know this story, but they said they would try to knock each other out in practice just to hear me say,
yes,
woo, because I was like that type of coach around there.
Right.
And people always think when you hard, oh, man, them kids, man, you too hard. No.
Let me tell you
they
something.
Remember those.
And they want it.
Yeah.
They want it because that gives them a sense of accomplishment. And if you watch these athletes today, the last thing they want to do is once you've earned their respect, okay, once you've earned their respect, the last thing they want to do is let you down.
Yep.
They will continue to push themselves beyond things that you think that's not even possible. Because we were talking about this before we went on air, and I made a comment that the human body is an amazing thing if it has a strong mind leading it, and that's where it comes down to. It comes down to accountability.
Yep.
Today, whether it's a 6-year-old kid or a high school athlete or a college athlete, if we lose, we didn't lose and take ownership for our loss because I didn't prepare myself. It was someone else's fault.
Yep.
So we have to take ownership of the things that we do great and ownership of the things we fail at it also. So, and we've been kind of stripped of that a little bit. Yep. So we give that right back to our athletes. And like I said, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. But if you want, we were joking earlier today, myself and Coach Spence, and I said, hate the process, love the results.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, a lot of times, unfortunately for us, we have kids that love the process and love the results.
Yeah.
So, but it's our job. It's not like any other place. We're there with you. Do you understand? We're coaching you through it.
Oh,
we're not only teaching you technique, but we're there and telling you can do it. We do believe in you. You can be great. Yep. So, and that's where it's at. It's teaching life skills.
Now, I was sitting there, man, what was getting me the whole time wasn't the running back. So I'm looking at the lineman down there, defensive lineman, and they're teaching them dips and the shoulder dips and things. And I'm like, can't get this much better place, man. There's some things the kids don't know about it 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, that's 8, 10 years old. You know what I mean? Like the techniques that are being.
But that's the thing I keep saying with like you're not a good coach if you don't go out every year and try to better yourself. Like the knowledge is out there. Like you can't I've been to some practices and guys are still doing like drills from like when I was in high school. Like they don't even do that no more. Like what are you doing?
A little bit of creativity and imagination goes a long way.
Oh.
Time's changing too, so you've got to adapt with the game. It's not smash mouth football; it's the spread.
Yeah.
So, you've got to adapt your defenses to that. You've got to adapt your culture. You got to adapt your tackling techniques now. Especially with youth participation steadily declining, because moms and parents don't want their kids to come on.
Right.
You've got to adapt to make a way for these kids to play, because it's a great sport. It's not just kids to play to make money. It's like Coach says, it's to teach life.
Yeah.
It's the same as the military. There's very strict regimens that you got to go through to be a great football player. Just like you got to go through those regimens to be a great Marine, great Army soldier, whatever it is.
Because it just don't happen. Like, you don't just wake up and you ain't did nothing all week, and then when the lights come on Friday, you're going to go ball.
No.
It just don't happen like that nowhere.
Never seen it, and it won't be that way. Stay with us, man. We'll be right back.
Want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
What is this? You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We're still doing our crushing interview with Spencer Smith and Joe Ellis. So, Spencer, you throwing a great programs coming up soon, man, where you're doing free tackling for moms, man. What made you come up with that?
It's just, like I said, the participation in youth football is going down. So you've got to get, a lot of times it's mom. It's not just always mom. It's mom and dad. But, most of the time it's mom who's the one backing away from the decision. Dad says, let him play. Yeah. Mom's like, I don't want my baby getting hurt. So what we're trying to do is teach the moms the tackling techniques that we're teaching, the head placement, the foot position, the body positioning, showing that we're not just here trying to get your kid hurt. We're
Y'all just running to each other.
Yeah, no, we're trying, with Triple H, what we want to do, body hardening, what we want to do is these quarterback gurus, they go around and break down quarterbacks, shoulder mechanics, foot mechanics, hip mechanics, everything they have broken down.
They bringing out brooms. They hitting you with a broom.
But tackling, they just say, get your head on it and go. So we're trying to redefine the way that kids are taught. We're trying to teach them, not tell them what to do.
We just want to make sure, and Coach Spence does a phenomenal job. We want to make sure that the parents make an informed decision whether football is safe or not. Mm-hmm. And it's not 1980. Yeah. The equipment has improved tremendously, but parents must know the resources to get the equipment. Mm-hmm. And what I've seen is a lot of youth programs, middle school programs, and high school programs have invested in the equipment to make sure that we preserve the bodies and the brains of the football players, and that's the most important thing. Education, and then give them the resources to remain safe out there.
And again, but that's my thing. Like it's out there, right? But you have to be willing to go out there and get it. You can't just look at a report on ESPN. They say, "Oh, okay, football unsafe." Yeah. Why? Yeah. You got to go find out the why
and change it. And
that's it.
Well, gentlemen, hey man, we're gonna have to have y'all back, man, because I think we're running out of this segment.
I'm gonna go get me a shadow man.
Yeah.
Because I can't tackle. Like,
I got one in the trunk.
Like, I am the worst tackler ever.
Because I haven't really got a chance to talk about their career, because I got a lot of questions for Spencer about Hawaii and all that. But we'll talk about that one day later. Before we go, what can they find out more about? Let's start with Fury, because I think Fury, like I said, shout out to Ted Parrish, one of our sponsors, know his son out there. So tell people where they can find out more about Fury, where they can contact you guys and all of that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, my phone number is 770-823-9831. You can also access us on the web at furyperformance.org, and that's furyperformance.org, and follow us on Instagram at furyperformance1.
For Triple H, we got all the social media, Instagram, Twitter.
We got all of them.
We got all of them. So just look up Triple H Tackling Academy, TRIPLE H Tackling Academy. The website is TripleHtacklingacademy.com. Email TripleHtacklingacademy@gmail.com, and my phone number is 404-323-7162.
And we will definitely, I know you said you got something big coming up in July, if I'm not mistaken.
We do. We have a it's one of the first times it's ever taken place, especially in the state of Georgia. We have a 5-day youth football non-contact camp for the youth, and this is located in Cherokee County, but anyone is more than welcome to come. And that's from July 18th to the 22nd. That's non-contact portion. And then we come back the next week, July 25th to the 27th, and that's for a full contact portion. And it, obviously,
I will be at that one.
Implementing obviously TripleHtackling Academy's standards and teaching. Right now, I believe that we have about 190 young men that are registered for that football camp. And we have, on top of the Fury Performance staff, we have a lot of former and current college players from the local area.
Y'all got one that's a senior this year is going to Kennesaw State next year.
Kennesaw State, Bronson Rexsteiner.
And when I tell about his neck, I didn't see one.
Yeah.
Like, who is that guy? Yeah, that's going to Kennesaw State next year.
He passed the eye test.
You know who his dad is,
And you're
right?
talking about
Steiner.
Yeah.
Last name's Rick Steiner's son.
You're talking about
Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner's son. Yeah.
The intensity and the passion for the game is something that can't be taught.
No. When I say no neck makes it, I was like, who is? I saw Joe first, and then Joe's 6'5".
Can somebody get the marker from her? Can somebody get the marker from her? How about them Cowboys on the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't nobody rising up around here.
Hey man, I want to thank you guys. Thank you for coming. I keep telling y'all we do things out there in Cobb County, man. Told you, man.
That's the advantage y'all got, man. I keep trying to tell you, man. Let me work some deals out when we go to commercial break, man. See if we can get some of this stuff implemented on the south side somewhere.
Hey man, thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Joe. Hey man, y'all always welcome. We're gonna definitely come out. I should pop up anytime.
Yeah.
Man, so
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Stay with us, man. We're going into the Crush Rundown. We come back. It's the Crush.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
What? What about our plan to win the lottery and start living? Travel the world on matching yachts, wear enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacation on the French Riviera, and then buy it.
You know we're never going to win the lottery, right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Did you know that Lions Clubs International has been collecting used eyeglasses for years? Lions members take the donated glasses, classify them by prescription, and redistribute them to needy people all over the world. Each year, over 1 million pairs of eyeglasses are given to those who may not be able to afford proper eye care. Take a look around your house. I'm sure you'll find at least one pair of glasses that no longer fits your prescription. Someone, somewhere, can use those glasses. Lions Clubs everywhere urge you to take the time to find your old glasses and then take them to the convenient drop-off sites in your community. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
And we're back, going into the Crush Rundown, brought to you by Parish Capital. Hey, Teddy Parrish out there. Shout out to our man.
Teddy Parrish teaching his son how to tackle.
Yeah, at Parish Capital,
No
we help you.
doubt.
Not only can we teach you how to tackle, but
Yeah.
we help you achieve your financial goal by providing high-quality advisory services and making smart investment decisions. Go to Parish Capital, that's PARRISH, capitalwithanA.com for more information. That was fun, man.
Man, let me tell you, and I'm not a defensive guy. And, like I say, my tackling skills are terrible. I never understood why they put me on the kickoff team. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to run down there and tackle nobody.
You were supposed to just say, man, that's your only job, probably.
Bruh, I was like, I ain't running down, no.
Like if they break away, that's your job to help them
contain.
Yeah.
Like y'all better make that tackle.
Well, make sure they don't get away, man.
Yeah.
But hey, I promise you guys, I don't get impressed much by camps, but when I went out there that Sunday, I was impressed. And what's crazy, man, is while they grilling them, they got these big old speakers out there, just pumping them, but hip hop just boom, you know, everything you can think of, man.
Dig that, man.
And the kids were loving it, man. So let's do this crush rundown, man. What you got for us, Mace?
Hey, man, former UMass Dartmouth receiver Bilo Abashade has stood outside of Gillette Stadium every day since April 21st, hoping that the New England Patriots will give him a shot.
Wow.
He is posted up outside Gillette Stadium, man. Like, this kid really wants a chance to play in the NFL, man.
Wow.
Dig that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. Wow. That's when you
better chase your dream.
Between him and what was the kid last year? I can't think of his name that kept emailing teams.
Yeah, man, until he finally got a shot.
Then he got a shot, man.
Yeah.
That's all you can do, man. Believe in yourself, man.
Believe in yourself, though.
Cavs up 2-1 right now. Right now they're playing in the first quarter, 18-17 against Toronto.
There go Toronto.
You still think Toronto got a shot, man?
Toronto, man, I'm riding with Toronto,
I'm
riding with Toronto, man. Kyle Lowry, let go, baby.
They got to win tonight.
That LeBron walk right there. They ain't called it, though.
Oh, he said he walking. Make sure see the hate this strong.
Man, they let that dude get away with murder, man.
The hate is strong,
man.
With you, young fella. Hey, man, so I think it's going to be, I don't know who I think will be in the final.
Bomb.
I just want them to be, I don't want them on 30-point games. I want some good ones coming in, man.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, what you got?
I still got Cavs, maybe 5.
All right.
What you got, man?
Oh, the Cleveland Browns, they cut former Ohio State homeboy, Brian Hartline, to save $3 million in cap space, man. They say not enough productivity for that salary they were trying to give him, man. Only had 523 yards receiving last year, man. That's not worthy of $3 million.
Yeah, what was Hartline? Didn't he come from somewhere?
He from Ohio State. We was in Miami.
That's
but
what
he back in Cleveland. You know, he's an Ohio State guy. The Ohio State University. Want to make sure we say that.
He had his great run in Miami.
We're average receiver, man.
And he got that. And see, you get exposed at certain teams,
bruh.
When the talent ain't that great, they're expecting things out of you.
At $3 million, man, I can't give you that for that.
Yeah,
dude. Nah.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out, man. Let's just say this for a minute. We had a great time yesterday at the WNBA game, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Our Atlanta Dream beat the Chicago Sky yesterday to be at 2-1. You
see how hot my blog was?
It was hot, man.
Boy, my blog was hot, boy.
Well, yeah, hey, a little breakdown there.
Hey, man, look here, man. Hey, man, I'm something like a reporter.
And what's so different between the WNBA and the NBA? Shots that were like, should be normal shots for them, went in easily.
Ah, yeah.
You be looking at the NBA like, how did they miss these shots this close?
Yeah, man. I always say, though, I really like to watch the women's game because you can see how the game really supposed to flow. Like, if somebody running a pinning, somebody coming off a curl, it, like, really look like that. NBA guys, they be so lazy getting to it.
And they ain't short no more in WNBA either.
Oh, man, them girls so
the shorter
tall,
girl was 5'8".
God, like, woo, them tall chicks out there, boy. I was like, boy, do not take no picture of me around none of them. I'm not getting in no picture with none of them.
That'll be ugly, man. What you got, Mace?
I just gave you 2 stories, man. What you got?
I did Chicago Dream, Atlanta one.
Oh, that was your story?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hey, man, Draymond Green, man, he blames Russell Westbrook for all the acting that OKC Thunder doing, man. He say, man, he blame it all on Russ. Besides his outfits and, you know, that Walking Dead outfit he had on the other day with the shirt ripped and man, something wrong with that dude, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That's outfit very suspect, man.
Yeah, man.
And you know what though? But Draymond, let me tell you, when you put the bullseye on your back, when you say I play rough like this, and everybody like, hey, good for you, Draymond. No, bro, you Uncle Draymond.
Uncle Draymond, dog.
You didn't kick, but kicked that dude in the. Steven Adams got to you.
In the gonads.
Just say it like it was it. Steven Adams got to you, man.
Hey, man.
It happened to the best of us, man.
Hey, man, LeBron just fired somebody. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Hey. And the NHL playoffs, man, the Lightning it up 3-2 by beating Pittsburgh 4-2 on Sunday. They are now going into Tampa Bay might do this. I thought it was Pittsburgh's to win, man, but it don't look like that. And then you got another one, the 2-2 tied, the Sharks versus the Blues.
St. Louis done found their rhythm, though.
Yes, sir.
They done found their rhythm, man.
So it look like it could be St. Louis versus.
Shout out to NBC Sports.
St. Louis versus the Lightning, man.
Love how NBC Sports cover
Tampa
hockey.
Bay might win a title.
Even though hockey don't look good on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not until now.
Yeah.
What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, the Tennessee Titans signed their first-round draft pick, Jack Conklin, to his rookie contract, $15.89 million, 9.76 signing bonus. He can go get that Bentley on dubs now. Hopefully he's not going to do that, but, you know, hey, whatever, man.
Don't do it, man. Get you what we saw, an Audi or something nice and comfortable for you before you start out, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
You ain't got to get, it's going to depreciate when it goes to
Hey, man, don't go buy no charm with your jersey number on it.
Every diamond they can find for you.
Don't go buy no fish tank.
And me telling people, I know it's clear. Them diamonds ain't clear.
I want 5 sharks in my fish tank.
Why?
Yeah, I want a great white.
Why?
Like, they can't get in there.
Fox Sports is giving their top 9 NFL free agents who are still out there, man. They say number 1 is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Man, he part of my really. Well, he not part of my really, but he in my really.
Number 2, Adrian Foster. To get the top 5, they got Brandon Boykin, Anquan Bolden, and Leon Hall, the cornerback.
Brandon Boykin in Atlanta today.
Yeah.
Getting that work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't know, man. If that's the top 5 free agencies, there ain't many free agents still out there.
Well, the thing about it, you know, a lot of those guys that you named, those are going to be guys who are going to get picked up, you know, in camp, season starts, somebody gets hurt.
But this is when you're supposed to take care of your body. This is when you're working right now.
Oh, yeah. This when the grind real right now.
Yeah, this
you know what I'm saying? You need to get out about 2 more years for the next egg.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
What you got, man?
Hey, man, the LSU Tiger mascot Mike Six has been diagnosed with cancer. Yeah, the mascot, he diagnosed with cancer, man. I didn't know tigers could get cancer. But they estimate that if they give him this treatment, it could extend his life from 1 month to 1 to 2 years, man. Think about that doctor bill at LSU for this tiger that got cancer.
I don't want Peter on me right now.
Hey, man.
Because I'm just saying.
Just think about the dollars LSU got, man. We finna pay this tiger bill, man. You know
it's going to be expensive.
Man, get it out the Nike account. Yeah.
We ain't paying the players, so
get it out the shoe fund. Yeah, man, look, Kevin Love such a buster. Oh, my bad.
He's such a hater.
My bad.
Hater.
Whatever, man.
Hey, man.
Whatever.
I hate you. I don't even know you. And I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else.
Them guys did their first team all-rookie team, man.
That's how I feel about it, too.
Carl Anthony Towns, of course. Kristaps Porzingis, Devin Booker.
You like Porzingis. You like saying that. I done figured that out.
Nikolai Jokic and Jahlil Okafor all round out the top rookie team this year. You like that list, man?
Yes, all right, man.
There's a lot of big men on that list,
yeah,
too,
man. Yeah, man.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, that dude, that man.
How much time we got left?
Man, keep going, man. I got another story. I got some great stories.
I got stories. I'm just like,
yeah, man. Well, you know,
I ain't got my computer. I'm like weird right now.
That's why you got to write everything down, man. So yeah, man.
I got it written. I'm just weird right now.
The Washington Nationals. They're they're in the middle of a rain delay, and the sprinklers done went off out there. So on top of it's already soaking wet.
So the sprinklers
add some more water. Somebody field, man. The field general, he's gonna get fired.
He's sitting there sweating in the rain.
It's safe to say he gonna get fired.
They got to saying, "How you sweating in the rain, man?"
Yeah, man. He gonna get fired, man.
He's sitting there like,
bro, you got one job.
It's not a fire.
No, the sprinkler should be on the timer.
Why is it? So the game at 7, and you got the sprinklers on. Go ahead and read it. Let me read that. Put that up again.
No, put that down, man.
Y'all are not them boys. Hashtag, y'all are not them boys.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Hey, man, across the wire real quick. Draymond not suspended for that flagrant foul.
He wasn't going to get suspended.
Nah, he wasn't going to get suspended.
NBA won't let that stuff happen, boy.
That LeBron just traveled again, man. God, that's a charge, man. Jeez.
Hater.
Man.
Not from Decatur.
My God.
Hey, man, so that's Mace. He'll still go through his. He wasn't set, Mace. And plus, he LeBron.
LeBron going to the line?
Yeah.
Hey, man, this guy. Hey, man.
Hey, man, as we continue love and hate LeBron, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Dream of the future, brought to reality by Sensation Station Network.
This is Bobby Allen.
This is Judge Hatchett.
This is Lamar Batman Curry.
Yo,
this is Teddy Parrish.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned into The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Oh, we on Cowboy Def Comedy Jam right now. And we're still going into this Crush Rundown brought to you by Parish Capital. You can go to PARRISH capitalwithan.com to find out more. Right now, man, Jeff Hornacek will be the new Knicks coach. What do you think about that, Maceo?
Hey, man. Phil got his man, I guess.
Hornacek's not a bad coach.
Nah, he's not a bad coach. He got a raw deal in Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix thought they were better than they were. But
dude, no talent out there.
Yeah, and then they went and they traded off the Morris twins, and they just didn't give much talent down there.
Yeah, no talent out there, man.
Yeah, but I want to see how it works. But Hornacek, is he coming to run the triangle, or is he going to run his own offense?
He's going to run the triangle.
Here we go with that.
That was the...
I don't even know, is the triangle still in today's time?
They don't have the pieces, man. Carmelo can't run no triangle. He's an ISO player. He's an isolation player. Man, LeBron tackling people out there, man. God!
Haters.
My bad.
Come on, man. You better do this, man.
I'm really not, but okay.
All right, boy, what you got next, man?
Hey, man, Odell Beckham was voted one of the most hated players in the NFL. I can see that.
It's about his hair, man.
Nah, it ain't about his hair. It's them dance moves.
Yeah.
And the way he dressed.
Yeah.
And he stayed with Drake. Like, he's staying with Drake. Like, why you staying with Drake?
He stayed with Drake?
Yeah, while they was in L.A., he was living with Drake. Like, dude. Hey, man, whatever, man. Hey, man.
He was running through the six.
Hey, man, whatever, man. Whatever.
Whoas. Hey, and Frank Vogel goes to Magic, the Orlando Magic. He's the new head coach down in Orlando.
That guy didn't just stay unemployed long.
But he's a good fit down there.
He is a good coach.
I really think Orlando's going that young talent.
He is a good.
They're going to really
coach.
do.
Oladipo.
That was a great pickup by Orlando.
I knew he wasn't going to be unemployed long, man. He's a good coach, man.
Good coach, man.
He's a very, very good coach, man.
So, I guess the Hawks should be scared then.
They should be very afraid.
Yeah,
they should be very afraid.
Maybe we should do tackling dummies for the Hawks.
Yeah.
What you got, man? You got
in Dallas Cowboy news, Ezekiel Elliott, they had the rookie premiere this weekend. He cropped his jersey up. NFL have already sent out a strong message to this young fella, say, hey, man, we find you at the draft for cutting off your button down. Bruh, don't be walking around with your jersey tucked up, man. You can't do that around here, man.
He's doing a little too much now. He's a little...
Hey, man, as long as Ezekiel run for 1,700 and NFL Rookie of the Year, I have no problem with what Ezekiel doing, man.
First time y'all fumble, y'all like, put your damn jersey down, boy.
Well, he ain't gonna have his jersey down, but that's like $7,000.
He gonna have his undershirt. His undershirt gonna be cropped though.
Well, we won't know.
Probably crop something. I just got a crop.
We won't know.
And in the Falcons news, Vic Beasley will be now the Sam linebacker. He's starting working out there at Sam linebacker. What?
Vic Beasley been in the weight room.
Yeah, he's going to be a big kid, man.
Vic Beasley been in the weight room this offseason.
So I asked Atlanta one question. Everybody was mad about his production last year, even though most rookies don't really. What are we going to do at defense end next year? Don't we run the 4-3?
Y'all going to bring Croy Billman back. Y'all going to bring the real house husband of Atlanta.
Real house husband, Croy Billman is going to be our defense end again. Too tardy for the party.
Wow. That's the name of the song? How you know that? Wow. Sometimes you know too much.
When the TV was on like that a lot, man.
How do you know that, man?
I can't help it, man. Some things just, they all watched it, and I was like, they really made a song with her.
She on iTunes?
She was. Maybe it's out there, Mace. And Candy Bird produced that dang song, too.
Hey, man, get your paper.
Hey, man, we about to go into
the paper.
I think I just started Reallys, but we're going to go into Really when we come back.
I got some good Reallys.
Stay with us.
Did you know that Lions Clubs International has been collecting used eyeglasses for years? Lions members take the donated glasses, classify them by prescription, and redistribute them to needy people all over the world. Each year, over 1 million pairs of eyeglasses are given to those who may not be able to afford proper eye care. Take a look around your house. I'm sure you'll find at least one pair of glasses that no longer fits your prescription. Someone, somewhere, can use those glasses. Lions clubs everywhere urge you to take the time to find your old glasses and then take them to the convenient drop-off sites in your community. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Akeem Dent, linebacker of the Houston Texans. You are listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans? This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren. Man, we got some realists for y'all. We even gonna do one by our intern, Simone. So we got one for you. Maceo, start it off for us, bro.
Really, Tom Brady. Really, Tom Brady, man. You just not gonna accept this 4-game suspension, man? Let it go, man. You taking it to Supreme Court? Man, take the 4 games, hang out with Giselle and the kids, and make memes for 4 weeks, man. Come on, Tom. Really, Tom? I'd have let you play all last year, man. Really, Tom Brady?
Tom ain't got no love for nobody.
Man, Tom really don't love him. He tripping. Really, Tom Brady?
Hey, so we going first to Eric Ibar, Braves baseball player. You really got a chicken bone stuck in your throat where you had to miss a game.
Too many JR Cricket, dog. He might have been at Wingstop.
Yeah, he was somewhere.
He might have been at Wingstop.
Well, you had to get rushed to the hospital and miss a game because you got a chicken bone stuck in your throat.
Hey, man, you can't be eating chicken wings at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, man.
It's okay to leave some on. Don't let the people fool you, man. You're a baseball player.
He must have had them flats. He must have been on all flats. Only way you going to choke on some wings, we got a wing expert over here. Yeah. Only way you going to choke on the wing, you got to be on the flats. If you choked on the leg, boy, you deserve what happened?
Don't let nobody fool you and tell you, man, you got to clean it like that.
Because the thing with that flat, it got that little bone over there.
Yeah.
And
you
might mistake it.
You got to let it go, man. You a ball player. Don't get a chicken bone stuck in your throat where you got to go to the hospital and miss a game. I didn't say throat. I said throat. You can't get your chicken bone stuck in your throat. You got this stuff. So, really, Eric Ibar, what you got, Mace?
Hey, man, really, New York Jets. So these are your quarterbacks going into camp: Bryce Petty, Geno Smith, and Christian Hackenberg. Y'all really not gonna pay Ryan Fitzpatrick? Y'all really gonna let a dude who got knocked out in the locker room be y'all starting quarterback?
He went night-night.
He missed the whole season because somebody knocked him out.
He went night-night. Got his jaw broke.
Like Ryan Fitzpatrick, man, you done made plenty of money. You done made way more money than you probably thought you would ever make in the NFL. Yeah. Coming from Harvard.
Yeah.
But really, New York Jets. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
There's a video out there I want everybody to go see. There's a boxer by the name of Jordan Ty, who in the first round, he was fighting a guy, Joe Blackburn, and in the first round, he knocked him down, Mace. He goes to celebrate because he thought he knocked him out. He jumps up in the air, and he flips over the ring while the guy was not knocked out. He was still ready to go. Really, man? You can't be celebrating early, man.
Hey, man, once Mayweather stepped down, I don't watch no more boxing, man.
I just thought this is funny. And he went to jump on the rope and throw his hands up.
Yeah.
But he missed the second one, and he flipped on off.
Concussion.
Now, he ended up knocking the guy out in the first round still, but still. Jordan Ty, don't celebrate too early.
Leave that boxing alone, man.
Don't celebrate too early. What you got, Mason?
Man, really, Jacksonville Jaguars. All of your draft picks continue to get injured during OTAs. But Dante Fowler last year, Jalen Ramsey this year, and now your 7th rounder, Jonathan Woodard, he got hurt today.
Wow.
So maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars don't need to do OTAs.
No, just take a break.
Like, they really don't. LeBron fouled. Don't worry about why you looking over there. LeBron, it was a foul on LeBron, but they're not going to call it.
Hater.
They not going to call it. And really, Drake.
Is Drake there?
I don't know, but really, Drake?
Really, Drake. You ain't going to show up game 3?
Game 3, just the first time y'all done hosted the finals.
And you saying, I ain't going to show up for them.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Hey, shout out to our intern Simone with this one. Really, Josh Rosen? You are around wearing a F Trump hat? Where Jim Moore has to tell you to stop doing stupid stuff like that, or you end up like Johnny Manziel.
Boy,
if you never want to be, if you don't ever want to be compared to anybody in your life,
yeah, you don't want them.
They don't want them problems right there.
You don't want to be called Johnny Manziel.
You're the quarterback, man.
Hey, man.
I know you might have some views, but don't wear the hat, man.
Well, then, you know, man, he probably like him and Justin Combs probably best friends. He probably like, man, I'm start doing what Justin do. Now Justin ain't probably had no hat like that, but he like, man,
Justin don't wear hats. You see a hat?
Oh, how good looking is that kid?
He's sitting there, bad boy.
Hey, really, Justin Combs, you really that good looking?
Justin pulling up videos. That's me right there with Biggie. I'm the baby right there. He holding right there with Biggie and LL Cool J. That's me right there.
Can you imagine Justin on campus? Like, I mean,
dude, would you dance like Puffy the whole day?
Bro, yeah. Every time you see me, I be doing the Diddy dance.
The Diddy dance all day and.
But you know what I do like about Justin? You know, he don't flaunt that. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you know, that's my daddy. Like Christian, like Christian, like he Puff Junior. Like
Christian ain't in no sports.
Yeah, no, Christian who?
He do?
Yeah, he play basketball.
What, for sure?
No, Christian who?
He got game
for the high school.
Okay.
I ain't say he got game, but he who?
Hey, now let me ask this: if you Christian, right? Would you wear what this team is wearing as far as shoe wear?
Boy, no.
You want to be uniform with the team?
No. Matter of fact, we gon' Daddy. Everybody want to wear that. There it is.
Oh,
I mean, you know, circuit, but man, that Justin Combs, man, how privileged is that kid?
Wow.
Really, Justin Combs, man. Like
everybody at UCLA had to go to class. He was at the Bad Boy tour.
On stage.
Everybody going to class,
jugging.
I'm saying, man, I gotta get the what Justin at, man? He out there with us.
But you know the thing about, you know, Justin probably went to class, but it probably was a G5 wait for him.
Yeah.
And he just, you know, I mean, come on, man.
What you got, Mason?
Man, Diddy your daddy, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Diddy your daddy. Oh, yeah, really Golden State Warriors, man. That's what y'all gonna show up and do last night, man. Get beat by 30-something. Really Golden State. Don't look like champs to me. Don't look like champs to me.
And my go to Johnny Manziel's people, not him. Quit letting people take videos of the boy. Just put him in something.
Johnny Manziel don't have people.
He must don't. All the money they got.
Because if he had people, he wouldn't be going through the stuff that he's going through.
I'm sitting there like, his daddy told me I worry about him dying. I'm tired of seeing videos of the kid. He looked like he.
Johnny done got down to about 145.
He real thin.
When you below Tupac weight.
He real thin.
Because, you know, Tupac weight, the official, like, cutoff line.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if a dude, like, if you weigh less than 165, you got problems out here.
Yeah, and he about 5'11", so you pull
That's what I'm saying. When you go up under the Tupac weight, boy, I'll bet only person who could be under Tupac weight is Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
that's it.
About 5'4", 5'5".
That's it. But he got money to blow.
If you ain't a flyweight,
but if you a grown man and you under Tupac weight,
when your tattoos are beginning to touch each other, that's a little too small.
Come on, man. You ain't 165, man. At least be 165 out here in these streets, man. Go eat you some ice cream before you go to bed at night, man. Eat some French fries, man. Like Waffle House every night before you go to bed, man. You can't be up under 165 in these streets, man. Wow.
So
I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can. You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life.
Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hey parents, finding it hard to communicate with kids in today's world of ever-changing slang? Hi son.
Excuse me?
Introducing the Communicizer. Just strap non-toxic Communicizer to your mouth and go from boring old man speak,
oh, you know, I'm here if you want to talk,
to 100% off the chain.
Text me whenever, yo.
It's that easy.
Thanks to Communicizer, I'm relevant to my kids again. I mean, a fly, boo.
And now when you buy Communicizer, you get the auto-tune attachment free. Sounds so hip-hop, your kids will want to talk to you for hours.
I used to have to walk 3 miles uphill to school every morning, shorty.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, son.
Communicizer is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Adopt Us Kids and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up? This your boy, Maceo Hurd.
This your boy, EGlaze. You listen to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The
Crush
on Sensation Station Network.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back. Maceo. You ready, man, for me?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, the question interview is brought to you by the committee to elect DeWarren Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. We all win with DeWarren Robinson. Election day is tomorrow. We got one job, man. Get out Fulton County and vote DeWarren Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk, man. Here we go, Glaze. Let's go, man.
Hey, coming to the mic. Our phone interview today will be with a guy I've known for a long time. I know he was in high school. Come from Kell High School, All-American, man. He did everything. He got his number, retired there. Then he went on to Georgia Tech, All-American, did things there. Went to the league, played for the Steelers.
Boo! Boo!
Played for Arizona. And he's a friend of mine, man. So, welcome to the phone, man. What's up, John Dwyer? How you doing, buddy?
I smell a hater, man.
That's just my guy, man. That's my guy, Maceo, John.
JD, I'm going to tell you this. Once you left Pittsburgh, I started liking you again. I liked you at Tech. Then when you became a Steeler dude, boo. What's up, JD?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just, grinding, working hard, and do everything I need to do to, get another opportunity.
So where are you now? What's going on? I know you say you're grinding, but just tell us, where are you at now with this comeback?
I'm in Arizona. Pretty much full time. Working out at Exos down in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It was the original API, and before they crossed over and changed it to Exos. And I'm just working out and doing what I can in the community, and working on myself.
Okay. John, what makes Arizona the destination for NFL guys to work out? What is it about Arizona?
I think it's pretty much all the main training facilities are in big cities, and I think Arizona has you're dealing with the great weather, consistently. You don't have to worry about bad weather really here at all. much other than monsoon season. And, during that time during the combine, a lot of guys come out here. The weather's perfect, and there's always something to do here. And this is a great, training facilities. They have a lot of great training facilities out here.
Oh, okay. So, John, it's I've known you for a long time, man. So it's been a while. I know what you grind and everything. So tell us about what do you feel about, you coming back, you returning. Because, I could just tell, I follow you on Instagram, man. You going back, you have that fight, and you going to make it back to the league, right?
Yeah, I know that. It's just, the time of waiting. It's, opportunity to not let my, discouragement get the best of me at this time. Even though I am doing the right things and doing everything I need to do to prepare myself for that moment. It may not happen right now as I speak, but it is going to happen. And throughout this whole situation, I've definitely worked on myself, from the inside out. And I've grown a lot more mentally stronger than what I've ever been in my life. I'm spiritually stronger, and I'm physically where I need to be as well.
Right. I love it. Man, I just want to, like I say, I am the hater, but I do want to talk about your time in Pittsburgh. What is it about the Pittsburgh Steelers fans that just make them kind of like, they're not Cowboy fans, but what make Pittsburgh Steelers fans like that? What is it about Pittsburgh, John?
Pittsburgh fans are diehard. They'll ride with you to the end. They feel like they can talk bad about you, but no one else can talk bad about you. They're very committed. They live there. In Pittsburgh, they live their days through us. So if everything goes well on Sunday, Monday's a great day, no matter what happens. And you could be, living, in your mama's house in the basement in Pittsburgh, where life is going great. So they're very committed to the team, and they show a lot of love. And I can't say that home games, since I've been in the NFL, there's no other special place to play than Pittsburgh.
Let me ask you this, John. I know, like I said, I've known you, but what has kept you driving? Because a lot of people might have took this, what's happening, and gotten real down. But what's been the thing that's keeping you driving and keeping you going? And who's been there mainly to help you support you through this, man?
So, I couldn't hear you say that one more time.
Who's been, through all this situation that you've been going through, who's been there to help you and help you drive you and keep you going so you don't get down in the dumps? Because a lot of people would have had these issues and just would have fell off, man, but you're still grinding, you're still doing your thing. Who's been your biggest supporter and things like that?
My biggest supporter, I guess it would just be my team. What I mean by that is my family, friends. You talked to one of them today, Spencer.
Yeah.
He's been my best friend ever since I met him at Cal High School.
Yeah.
I have just a group of people that are in my life now that really I know they want the best for me. They're looking out for me, and they're trying to point me, give me the best advice to point me in the right direction. And I'm learning from their advice at the same time, and they're helping me grow.
I love it, man. Let me talk about your Tech days for a second, man, because you were ACC Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and you picked up some All-American awards, man. Talk about your time at Tech.
My time at Tech, it was fun. I can't, if you ask any guy in the NFL, they'll probably tell you, the best thing, obviously, in NFL is always about, the opportunity to play at the highest level. It's great, to get paid for playing a child's game, but, your memories that last forever from high school and to college. Mm-hmm. College football games where, you see how they are now, and, when you're on a good team, when you're around good players and good people, these guys that I play with, I still talk to this day.
Yeah.
And we are involved, try to help each other the best way we can. We want to know how they're doing, how their kids are doing, if they're getting married, et cetera, et cetera. So, those are my brothers, outside of my blood brother, and, I enjoyed every moment of Georgia Tech.
Hey, JD, stay with us, man. We're about to take a quick break. When we come back, man, we got a little bit more we want to talk to you about. All right, brother?
All right, cool.
All right, stay with us.
Warren Roberts, your Fulton County Clerk candidate for Superior Court. Early vote starts May 2nd through May 21st. Election Day is May 24th. Remember, we all win with Warren Roberts. This has been brought to you by The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
And show me your fastball, dust brain. You punchy, sag-bottom, puke pot.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I'm doing two things. What? What are you doing? I'm making them mad. Most guys don't play good when they're mad.
Let the games begin!
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
And we're still here with our man. Hey, I like that. Hey, that's Cuz right there. Shout out to Knowledge, man, from Kids in the Hall, one of my favorite joints. We're here right now with Jonathan Dwyer. JD is what they call him, man. So, JD, man, let me talk about those KO days. You were one of the first, I would say, big performers there. You were the first one to get your jersey retired. I remember you when you was there. They kept telling me, it was funny, man. A quick story is that when I first started coaching there, I was coaching, Randolph, the older runner, Justin. And I was like, man, when they get up to high school, they should be pretty good. They like, wait a minute, they ain't going to play running back because we got Dwyer up there. I'm like, who? Jonathan Dwyer. They like, you about to know about this, man. Talk about those KO years, man, because they were some fun times, man. Even though there was one game I was real mad your senior year against Roswell, they didn't run you enough, but I ain't going to talk about that too much. But just talk about those KO years. Talk about those KO years, man.
Yeah, I remember that game. Matter of fact, actually.
You only had 10 carries for 110 yards, but they didn't run them.
Kel was fun. I remember, me and Spencer, we talk about it all the time, whether it's, games or et cetera. And then, the teams afterwards, we try to compare the teams to how they were, the different players, and kind of see, who's going to be the next big time guy.
Right.
Not to, I'm still looking for that next big time runner to come out of Cal.
Yeah.
And we've grown, to higher levels year in, year out. But it's I feel like now it's time for him to bring the whole thing home. But I feel like Kel is on his way, and I love Kel to death, and that's where I represent every time I step on the field.
Yes, sir.
Represent where I come from.
Yes, sir.
Now, JD, I want to know how a kid who was highly touted coming out of high school ended up at Georgia Tech, man. Tell me this story.
To be honest, I was going to go to Florida. I was going to be a Gator. I wanted to go to UGA, but it seemed like they wanted Caleb King more than they wanted me.
Whoa. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up.
It's funny you say that, JD, because I remember that. I wanted to hear you say that.
I
remember that where I was like, are they crazy? Wow.
Yeah, and but I ended up at Georgia Tech not because of family or wanting to be really close. Alabama came at the last minute. That's when Saban finally got there.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like if they really wanted me. They should have recruited me with the coach before. But so I decided to go to Texas because of the guys that I ended up playing with. You know, we kind of recruited each other, from Morgan Burnett, Demarius Thomas, Derek Morgan, Roddy Jones. You know, the list goes on.
Yeah,
of all the,
that was a good
Josh,
group, deep squad.
You know, Joshua Nesbitt. All of us came in together, and we pretty much recruited each other. I met Josh early in the process, and we basically told each other that we were going to go wherever, you know, we could go together. You know, we were a package deal at the time, and Cam Newton committed to Florida, you know, I guess before Josh was going to commit there. Mm-hmm. And then I think next one was Georgia, but Georgia wanted him to be a DB, and they wanted Caleb more than they wanted me. Now, there's another school before that, but then he's like, you know, Georgia Tech wants me to play quarterback. And I was like, let's just do this thing together and bring something to Georgia Tech they haven't had in a long time. So we decided to just go there and, you know, try to, you know, and we accomplished all of our goals in all reality.
Hey, so let me ask you this, Jay, and just talking about that real quick. Did you play with Roman Reigns, that WWE guy, back in the day?
Did I excuse me, what?
The guy, the Roman Reigns, that's wrestled with WWE. I know he went to Tech for a minute, but I don't know if he was with
Oh,
you.
no. He, Joe left the year before I got
That's right.
Like,
that's
the
right.
year I got
that's
there
right.
was Joe's last year.
That's
like,
right.
So I didn't get to play with him, but I saw him a lot. You know, he's a good guy, a good dude, and, you know, I'm glad he's doing some big things in the entertainment world.
Let me ask you this, man, and then seeing you grow from a young man in high school through your Tech days to NFL, I see you got one of the greatest jobs that all of us have right now, and that's being a father, man. Talk about what are you, you know, being a father and working with your young man, and I see the joy in your heart when you're around him, and working with him and to, you know, see, you know, what you're doing, your daddy's grind and things about that. Talk about the young man that your son.
My son, I don't want to talk about him too much because I might end up getting a little emotional, but he's a joy in my life.
Right.
He knows what I do. He knows what what I'm trying to do, and he's proud. And he looks at me like I am, you know, Superman, Batman, you know, the Hulk. I'm all that to him. And I try to do the best I possibly can by leading him by example, but also, you know, teaching him things that, you know, lead him to the path where he's better to where it's not where it's about his expectations, what other people have for him, because, you know, he has he's named after me,
right?
But more of this, for him to be better, you know, accomplish way more than what I've ever accomplished,
right?
You know, and people might look at him and say, well, your dad has a long list, but I know he could be better.
Right.
And he doesn't have to play ball. He could do whatever he wants to do. I just want him to be successful.
Right.
And, you know, he brings everybody together. You know, he's very talented at a very young age. And,
right.
you know, the sky's the limit for him. And, you know, I love being a father.
Yeah.
That's the greatest job in the world.
Hey, man. Hey, we got about 1 minute left, man. I thank you for doing. I've been trying to do this for a while to get you on the phone.
Phenomenal guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we finally were able to get you in, so I could finally tell you, man. Great kid, man. I followed your career, man. Hey, keep pressing, man, because it's gonna shake for you, my dude. Yeah. It's gonna shake for you.
Oh yeah.
And you know I got your back. You know we got your back, man. So we gonna pull for you.
Oh.
Hey, man.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Any shout-outs you want to give before you leave us today, bro?
Obviously, just want to tell everybody back home that I say hello, and you know, I always represent where I'm from. And happy birthday to my mom. Today's
happy birthday, Miss Keeley.
So you know, and you know, just you know, I'm working hard and doing everything I need to do to get back to represent Marietta.
That's what's up, bro. Thank you, man. I really appreciate this, dog. Thanks for calling us in today, man. We definitely going to have you on more, man, as we keep striving and keeping up with you, man. So, thank you, JD.
Most definitely. Anytime.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later, bro. Hey, man, that was our man, Jonathan Dwyer.
Excellent.
Great guy. Great
Excellent.
interview. When we come back, man, we get to go into it. I do a little EGlaze, get it off my chest. So, stay with us.
You.
Want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You do your thing, all right? Don't be nervous, okay? It's easy.
I'm just here so I won't get found.
I say that to say this. If you wouldn't have did what you would have did, then we wouldn't have been where we was at to get what we got.
That just don't make no sense, dog.
It's The Crush on SSNATL.com.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Oh, man, we back, man. Saying with our chest, man, right now, man. Wow. What y'all don't see behind the scenes, man. Whew. Who you gonna call? Bug busters. Anyway, man, we still doing this right now, man. I want to just say something. I am, get it off my chest. I'm old school, Mace. You know this, man. I'm a little bit old school. Like when I was saying when Steph had an ankle injury, he tapped the injury.
Got to. That's
but what bothered me about today's game, man, is you can't really. I don't feel like I done got a little wussified, Macy.
Man, these guys friends, man. Everybody partners.
And what makes me feel that way is now when I see somebody get hit in the head, I say, ooh, that's going to be a flagrant one. Have we gotten desensitized in today's league?
You conditioned.
Is this where it is? When a guy gets hit across the middle in the league, I'm like, ooh, he's going to get a fine. I don't like that. I've taken it on because now everything is over hit. Everybody's getting hit a little hard. Everybody feels like you can't touch this person. If you slap somebody upside the head, they talking about flagrant ones here, flagrant twos. Yeah, Draymond did something that was a little different.
Yeah, you can't be kicking nobody in the gonads.
Yeah, that was a little strong. But back in the day, what would have happened though, Mace? If somebody saw their homeboy got hit like that, they did like Dante Jones
It's going to be a brawl.
Somebody would be like, I got you going back down the court.
It's going to be a brawl.
But ain't nobody touching them right now. But ain't nobody touching them right now because now if you touch or retaliate, the NBA does something against you. And it's driving me crazy. Why can't we be a little tougher in today's league? Now you got guys 6'1", 210 pounds, 160 pounds going to the lane like it ain't nothing these days.
Man.
And it drives me insane these days. NBA, let's let them play a little bit. Let them be physical because between, I'm a big LeBron fan, but the flopping drives me crazy. And because now everybody wants to call.
He's the king flopper.
Everybody wants to call. Every you see one guy's crying.
Nobody flops like LeBron.
But wait, they were together. They were together.
They partners.
Yeah, in 4 years they were together. So they learned together. My thing is this: I don't want to watch a game and worry if somebody gets an elbow to the back that it's going to be a flagrant one. I don't want to hear it. We got to wait till the off season or the next day to see if Draymond Green going to get suspended. We knew he wasn't going to get suspended. Bring toughness back to basketball just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I'm tired of seeing the game be a three-point shootout every game. I want to see some guys, when they go on the line, you get taken out a little bit.
That's where it's going.
And when you go to the lane, you fall down and you shouldn't have came through the lane. Quit protecting the small guy. You protect them in the NFL, yeah, I agree. The head-to-head contact's a little bit much. But we don't even have big hits no more. You get a big hit now, you got to worry about a flag. You get an elbow to the back in the NBA, you got to worry about somebody getting a flagrant one. Stop it. I'm finding myself, and what bothers me, what gets me on my chest, I got to quit being, I done got wussified, and I don't like that. What you got to say about that, Mason?
Hey, man, they've conditioned us to that now.
Yeah.
I mean, everything it's a fine, it's a flag, it's a whistle.
I'm seriously, when I see something, that's a flag right there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, really? That ain't really a hit. That's hard.
But meanwhile, LeBron can continue to run guys over, and they don't call nothing. But, that's neither here nor there. But you're right, though. You're totally right, man.
If they'd have did this 10 years ago when Shaq was in the league, Shaq would have still been playing.
Yeah.
But they abused Shaq back in the day, man.
AI would still be playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine AI had the day's freedom?
Yeah, I mean, the thing, like say, man, they brought Zone in for AI. Like, man, can't nobody guard him one-on-one like that. That Zone.
AI went through the lane. He felt something.
Boy, did he.
Today is, anyway.
But everybody friend them, man. They partners now, man.
Everybody
They got
each
the
other
vapors.
around. Hey, man, when we come back, man, we're going to talk a little NBA. So stay with us. It's The Crush.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, knock them down.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know that Lions Clubs International has been collecting used eyeglasses for years? Lions members take the donated glasses, classify them by prescription, and redistribute them to needy people all over the world. Each year, over 1 million pairs of eyeglasses are given to those who may not be able to afford proper eye care. Take a look around your house. I'm sure you'll find at least one pair of glasses that no longer fits your prescription. Someone, somewhere, can use those glasses. Lions Clubs everywhere urge you to take the time to find your old glasses and then take them to the convenient drop-off sites in your community. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Coming to you live from Sensation Station. Listen to The Crush, Get a Rush. Live with Stacey Harris, best radio station online. Peace. Roll Tide.
Hey, we're going to finish this little segment right here with a little NBA right now, just to make sure we stay in it. Right now, the series are 2-1 OKC, and right now it's 2-1 Cleveland. You know, is looking pretty rough right now because they're down by like 11, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, Maceo, we talked about a little bit earlier. Your finals, you got the Raptors versus who?
I got the Rappers. I said the Rappers. The Raptors, well, they do have a rapper cheering for them. So, yeah, I got the Rappers. And
he don't cheer when they win.
I got OKC, man.
So you got OKC winning it all?
Nah, I got the Raptors winning it all.
The championship?
Boy, running through the city with my woes.
No, we can't handle that right now. If the Toronto Raptors win it, we would never see the end of Drake. He would have every video with Toronto Raptors gear on. He would be. I got Cleveland versus. I said Golden State at 7, so I don't know, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow, man. But I think it's Cleveland versus Golden State. That's what the league kind of hoped for. Even though, no, you know what? I think they wouldn't mind Cleveland versus Durant versus LeBron one more time even.
Hey, man.
And that's the difference, man. And I bring this up because here we go again. These small town cities of Cleveland and Oklahoma City having a chance to play. And here we go watching the series from Atlanta again.
We used to that.
I walked out there yesterday and I saw that Dominique Wilkins thing, and I just went back to 1993 when we went to see The Dream, man. I was like,
yeah, I mean, The Dream is going to be the closest one that's going to get us a championship.
They get to the finals they lose in the finals all the time.
But they're there.
Yeah.
The Hawks ain't sniffed the finals.
And they won't sniff it. Last year they went and got blowed out.
The Falcons ain't sniffed the Super Bowl. We got 5 rings. The Braves hadn't won since 95.
You see, he keep bringing up those video VHS Super Bowl rings they keep talking about.
A ring is a ring is a ring is a ring.
Yeah.
You should know. You told me that.
And you mad because you didn't want to talk to that Steelers fan, or did the Steelers guy right there?
I'm so tired of talking about the old ass rings they got in Pittsburgh. Get some new rings, Pittsburgh. Or as they like to say, 6 birds. I studying y'all, man.
They run through their 6 too, man. So, hey, man, real quick, who has to do big tomorrow for?
It's on the MVP.
He's got to play
The
tomorrow.
MVP has to come set. See, these are moments, and I always hate to do this, but I'm going to do it because I'm a habitual line stepper. But, see, these are like Jordan's. Like, you never worried about Jordan-led teams. You know, you never worried about those two that Akeem and won. You never worried about them, cause you know you had that guy. Steph had.
That's supposed to be that guy.
If Steph is the guy, tomorrow he got to play big. Like he has to shoot lights out.
Yeah, I mean, and just have to be in control because he can't guard Russell. That's not.
Oh, nah, they don't even put him on Russell now. They just like, nah, bruh.
You get the other guy, Stevenson. He ain't doing that. Guard him.
Nah, bruh.
He has to be big tomorrow. And there's no way they win without him being, 30, maybe 40 points big.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Nah, he got to be 40 plus. Like,
and really and killing the game. And when he's on, the team's on.
They feed off him. I mean, again, he's the unanimous MVP.
You think about Gary Payton was hating a little bit?
Man, well, you know, they gonna always say all the former players are hating, the older guys are hating.
I told you that last week that I felt unanimous was for him to be the first one over like a Jordan, who we all knew should have been unanimous back in the day.
But again, it's the era that we in now.
And we are in a different era.
I mean, we're in a different
era. And what I just said before we went to break about the softness is a different era.
Yeah, I mean, like who else was worthy of MVP votes? I mean, when you really think about this year, who was worthy of an MVP vote?
And I think the thing with, and I kind of get what Gary's saying, it's not that who's worthy. He should have been MVP. Everybody agrees with that. But when you think about the Jordan day, when Jordan won unanimous, and we were like, who was worthy back then? Even though they had great players.
Yeah.
Jordan was the most dominant. When that 72 win year,
yeah,
nobody was better than that team.
Nah.
No player in the league was that good.
But you had like one or two guys who like fit to be like a writer over here, like in your city. Can be like,
but that's different too.
Well, my guy.
We have different. Back then, you had beat writers that were real. Yeah. Man, I watch this guy every day, and I see what he puts in out there.
And that's what I'm saying.
Today, now everybody got. Well, they can say, well, you got access to NBA.TV. Yeah. But you ain't as strong as a beat writer for your guys as you were back then.
Nobody warranted a first place vote this year. They just didn't. Like
I still think, but I think what people were saying is. Him to be the first unanimous when you got players like keep going back to him, but your airness.
Yeah. I mean, again, LeBron won you not, but again, we're talking about
and Shaq 2001 was probably one of the most dominant years ever.
Yeah. But back to what you said. If I'm a New York writer, I'm not gonna vote for a West Coast guy. Yeah. I'm gonna say
that's some hate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say John Starks. Gonna get my vote, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna
Starks averaging about 16 points.
Yeah, you know,
get my vote.
Or I'm gonna be like Melo. Like to me, Melo a baller because I watch him every day.
Tomorrow, it's got to be all about Steph tomorrow, man.
Bruh,
if he don't step up,
they
will not make it to the finals.
Light skin on the line tomorrow. light skin on the line.
It's all on tomorrow, man. And Drake put out views. That's y'all problem. We'll be right back.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know that Lions Clubs International has been collecting used eyeglasses for years? Lions members take the donated glasses, classify them by prescription, and redistribute them to needy people all over the world. Each year, over 1 million pairs of eyeglasses are given to those who may not be able to afford proper eye care. Take a look around your house. I'm sure you'll find at least one pair of glasses that no longer fits your prescription. Someone, somewhere, can use those glasses. Lions clubs everywhere urge you to take the time to find your old glasses and then take them to the convenient drop-off sites in your community. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International.
Hey, show me your fastball, dust brain, you paunchy, sag-bottom puke pot.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I'm doing two things.
What? What are you doing?
I'm making them mad. Most guys don't play good when they're mad.
Let the games begin!
Hey, we're back. We're going into the Crush Recap brought to you by Blunt Power. With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about Blunt Power at their website, bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook page, Blunt Power, and or Twitter page at Blunt Power. I think we do have another single coming up.
I think we're going to think that's Simone's job. Just looking over there, weak side. That's her new job.
Yeah, I think we... Sing it real quick.
Blunt Power.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen it.
I gotta work on it.
We'll get to practice tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't put me on the spot like that.
Shmoney.
Shmoney's in the building.
Money bone.
Man, we had a great show today, man. We had a lot. We learned a lot today, man. We had Joe Ellis from Fury Performance and Spencer Smith from TripleHtackling, who works for Fury as well. I just like the passion of both of them, man.
Dude, I probably would have been a better cornerback if I had a shadow man.
Oh, man.
Because I always wanted to play corner. And then the pump fake would get me every time. I want to jump everything.
And the thing about what he teaches with the tackling, man, is low, hit low, head high, and hang on. Which is good for cornerbacks when you got them big running backs that come out the backfield.
Yeah, man. Over 500 programs are down with TripleHtackling Academy.
Bruce Arians think it's a great thing. The thing that we didn't get into, I didn't have time, but was when, NFL ain't really adapted it. Because, they got their heads-up program.
Yeah, they got a heads-up program, yeah.
So they want to make sure theirs is still doing well. They don't want to jump into it like that. But thank those guys for coming through. Thank you,
Great
Joe.
guys, man. Great guys.
We're going to be out there hanging out. Spencer has that Mother's Tackling Camp. Should be interesting. I might just fall through just to see that.
Yeah, man. We got to pump that. Got to pump that,
man. You got the stories, man, that we might have missed?
Man, it's a couple of stories I missed, man. One of the most pressing stories, I still want to harp back on Tom Brady one more time. Come on, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, take your 4 games, man. I need Tom to take them 4 games, man. They let him slide. He played 16 last year.
It is going to be interesting.
Take the 4-game suspension, Tom.
To see what happens with that. My thing about that is, I knew he wasn't just going to sit there and let it go.
He got to let it go, though, Glaze.
My thing is this, though. Why the NFL all of a sudden decided in the offseason to slide that in there? Because they gave him enough time to fight it. So by the time the season starts, he'll be right there doing this thing again. No 4 games.
If I was Garoppolo, I'd put out Tanya Harden on Brady. And OTAs.
Wow.
I'm going to play my 4 games, man.
Wow.
I'm tired of just collecting this check with the clipboard.
Wow.
Said nobody ever.
I'm like, who have you talked to? That's a guaranteed check with that.
Say nobody ever.
Also, we had a great interview, man, with Jonathan Dwyer, man, catching up with him. If you know a story about what went on with him in Arizona. He's working his way to get back to the league. What people don't know is the charges were dropped. So he's now trying to get back in. Unfortunately, with the NFL and with things like the Ray Rice, you get stigmas. And stigmas will make it kind of hard. I think John looks great. He looks like in his best shape of his life. I know his family. They are behind him 100%. Great family, man. I coached his brother. I didn't coach John. By the time I got there, John was a superstar at Cal. But I was able to coach his brother, and I met his mom and his dad. Great people, man. And I'm pulling for him. I'm
definitely pulling for him. Especially since he's not a Pittsburgh Steeler no more. I don't cheer for no Steelers.
What I didn't get a chance to ask him, I might ask him later one day, is he just NFL only, or would he go up top?
I think,
Speaking of up top, the kid from Oregon.
Yeah, Vernon Adams.
Vernon Adams has went to the CFL.
Man, hey, man, go where they love you. Man, you got to love who love you.
You make money up there.
Love to love you.
So I'm proud of him, Vernon Adams, out there doing this thing.
Yeah, man.
Get his check.
Yeah, no doubt.
Look like this series going to be 2-2, man.
Yeah,
Toronto's
man.
doing their thing right now.
I keep trying to tell y'all, man, LeBron's soft, man. Wet tissue, I-7, Dollar General. Believe it. Believe it.
He's just a hater.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, Albert Pujols just hit his 569th career home run. Wow. Go ahead, Pujols. If he had stayed in the National League, he would be well over 600. He would be well over 600. It took him 2 years to get adjusted to the pitching. And I was going to say that for Basio Talks Baseball tomorrow, brought to you by somebody soon.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah.
We get all our segments brought to you by somebody.
Yeah, brought to you by somebody soon. Holler at me.
Let me ask this, though. Do you think in today's time, with all the tank, that was it money with Pujols? Or what was the biggest thing you contributed to his slide? Was it just American League parts?
The American League, period. He hadn't seen the pitching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the toughest thing for a hitter. When you've been in one league so long,
right.
You got a book on everybody.
Right.
Now you're going to the National League, American League, you've never seen these pitchers. Mm. So it took him like almost really 2 years to adjust. Now, in Anaheim Stadium is not a hitter's park. It's not hitter friendly. Mm-hmm. But you got to think of how many times he played in Colorado, in St. Louis, or in L.A. short porches. Mm. And now he's over in the American League. Like I said, it took him, like I said, he had to really go through a year.
Hall of Famer?
You know, he got that thing attached to him. Them roids. You know, they
didn't find nothing on them.
But
But you know now, if you get a little size to you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, oh my God, really? They are really tripping over there, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, man, behind the scenes, y'all, it's absolutely comedy right now.
Where?
Man, hey, keep going, man.
I sure has been hijacked by this bug.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey, man, so I don't know. I think he gets in. I don't think first ballot, though.
Oh, nah. He'll be an old man.
He'll get in.
Yeah, he'll eventually get in. I think they'll eventually let all those guys in, man.
Yeah.
Starting with Barry Bonds, man. I'm gonna start
all I know is
free Barry Bonds.
Barry's got them. Got everybody. He got the kid out there hitting real well right now.
Yeah, man. Down in Miami, man.
So we also had our realists, man. I just want to go a few of mine, man, real quick. Really goes out to Eric Ibar, chicken bone guy.
Yeah, man. Got to get off them flats. Stay off them flats, dude.
It's all right. You got to get the flats every time.
Yeah, stay off them flats, my guy.
You got sometimes you can do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, man.
Which one you had?
I should have gave it really to Johnny Manziel, but I told you I'm past that. I gave it really to Tom Brady. The Jacksonville Jaguars need to put all their draft picks in bubble wrap. Yeah. And then like the New York Jets, man, Ryan Fitzpatrick, dude, come on, man, like really, man.
I had boxer Jordan Ty. If you go look at the video when he's fighting Joe Blackburn, he knocked him down in the first round, and then he tried to.
I thought Sky was from 8 Mile, man.
I thought she was too.
I thought she was from 8 Mile, man. Oh no, she from Flint. She down at Top Authority. Yeah. Pull out my Top Authority album tonight.
You know it'd be funny if she falls and things just like still like this.
Yeah. He gonna hit her. What's the little dance that what you call them be doing?
How many times you got to stumble?
Man, he must have some spinach today or something over there. Popeye bug.
He looked this away before he walked in. He did about 225, about 10 times.
He must be down with the TripleHtackling committee.
If y'all could only see behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. Like you really should turn that camera.
I feel like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know the integrity of this show may go right now.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
I think we might hit our time right now, man.
That was that bug.
Hey, man, thank you, guys.
I know who's going to get called to the front.
It ain't us this time.
It ain't going to be us. We appreciate y'all, man.
We'll see y'all in 22 hours,
as y'all can see the hilarity that's going on in here, man. Appreciate it, Playboy.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Jonathan. We'll see all of you tomorrow. Simone about to run out of here, so.
Simone got to get that picture with that crushed tea on.
Peace. We'll see y'all.
You.
Dream of the future, brought to reality by Sensation Station Network.
This is Karen Graham from Fox 5's Good Day Atlanta, and you're tuned into Atlanta's Sensation Station Network.
She's so good for me. Mr. Good Stuff, Mrs. Good Stuffing, good loving. Watch me pull up till I pull something on a full stomach. Take her out to eat like I'm hungry. If you're hungry, popping it off and drop.
Hey, thank y'all. Appreciate the love. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Hey, man.